let me just say this. Whether you're planning to buy a home or you are already a homeowner looking to cash out from a refi, it's important to work with trusted experts. I just tell you that myself. Now, I recommend you put your trust in my good, long-time friend, Mark Livingstone, who's here with us today. And let me tell you something else. Mark is a founding sponsor of the John Frederick Show. He believed in us when no one else did. No one heard of me. And we went to him, and he's like, who are you? And he's been with me for 8 years, and I've got so many people that have called me up and said, I got such a good deal with the guy. He's great. And you want to go with the mortgage experts at Cornerstone First Financial. They're great people. They stand by the phone. They get the job done. Mark and his team, they've been advising our listeners for 8 years. They're committed to providing personalized service, the best pricing and products available anywhere in America. Now, rising home values have brought in trillions in tappable home equity. And this rise in appreciation, it's allowing homeowners to use their house kind of like an ATM card, right? So if you're considering home improvements, eliminating that hated PMI, which is just a waste of money, or you're looking for pre-approval for your next home purchase, take my advice and call my good friend Mark Livingstone, who's here with us today with Cornerstone First Financial. Here's the number, 202-625-1221. They teach you in radio ad school to say it 3 times, 202-625-1221, 202-625-1221, or you can go to cornerstonefirst.com. That's cornerstonefirst.com, or you can call them and ask them a question right now at 888-480-JOHN. What do you think?
There you go. Standing by for your questions. That's right. Right now, 7 out of 10 refinances, John, are actually people taking cash out of their home because, like you just mentioned, there's so much equity to be tapped into. People are using their homes as virtual ATMs because homes have appreciated in most of your areas double-digit appreciation. And with the new tax plan, home equity lines of credit are no longer tax deductible unless the funds from the home equity line of credit are used to improve the house. Well, 90% of home equity loans are used to consolidate debt. So therefore, that's no longer tax deductible. So 75% of refinances, people are taking cash out in order to pay off debt because the home equity lines of credit are no longer tax deductible. That make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. So
you might as well get the debt down.
That's right. Get the debt down. Homes have appreciated. So take that cash out of your home because you can now deduct the interest on a first mortgage, but not on a home equity line of credit.
Right.
So last time I was here, this is how much the market has changed. And that's why your listeners need somebody with boots on the ground who knows what's going on within the industry. When I was in here just 3 months ago, most of the business that was coming through our door was refinance. Well, now it's 70% purchase because the purchases have taken off, interest rates have moved up, so not as many people are taking advantage of the low rates because they're not as low as the levels they were at a year ago. However, right now the housing market is on fire, my friend. They say housing and jobs. Housing and jobs are what controls the economy, right? The economy is taking off, unemployment is down, housing numbers are up. I mean, it's a great time to be in the industry. And right now, purchases are really where it's at. We're seeing homes where there are now record numbers of contracts being put down on homes because the inventory is so low, which then pushes values back up. So it's all a trickle-down effect. And it's just a great time to be within the industry, but it's very important that if you don't know what you're doing, that you have an advisor that can tell you and help you right away. For example, did you know in Virginia, it's called a pre-qualification letter. You can't say pre-approval. Little things like that can get a contract kicked out if your real estate agent doesn't know what you're doing. So you need to make sure you're aligned with a lender that knows all the intricacies, the ins and outs of writing a contract to get the house, especially when there's so many bidding wars right now. And that's what myself and my loan officers are very adept at doing, is knowing how to get the customers, whether they're not ready right now, getting their credit fixed or getting their credit score just raised enough so they get a lower rate or so that they don't have to have any contingencies on that contract. And that's what we are really, really good at doing. And right now we have loan officers actually in the office right now waiting for some of your listeners to call in. I know Joanna's standing by, and they can reach her at 202-625-1221.
Do it. 202-625-1221. Look, the time to refi now. You're never going to get a better deal, and you always get the best service with Mark Livingstone and his team at Cornerstone First Financial, because a lot of things are going on in the market. And, interest rates, I've been saying this for some time, they have to continue to go up. Jerome Powell, the new Fed chairman, is doing a good job. But his predecessor did a good job. Also, a lot of people criticized her, but Janet Yellen had to do quantitative easing because the Obama economy was so weak. Now, these people are independent. Even though they're appointed politically, they're economists. And Yellen understood that if you're getting 1% growth, you have to hold interest rates down. Otherwise, you stop the recovery of a very, very tenuous economy. So she held interest rates artificially low for a very long time. This is called quantitative easing. Now that the economy is growing under Trumponomics, 3, 4, could be 5%. The president says we could see 5% in Q4 fiscal 18. That could happen. If it does, here's what Powell is saying. We've got to gradually get these interest rates back up to market equilibrium. Has to happen. So they're going to keep raising them a little bit every quarter. So you got to get in now, take advantage of what the rate is now, because it isn't going down, Mark. It's only going up.
That's absolutely true, John. And
have I explained that the right way?
You're doing great.
Thank
Good.
you.
We'll have if it doesn't work out in radio, you can come work at Cornerstone and be a loan officer.
You're
doing that well, my friend.
I'd be good at it, wouldn't I?
You'd be very good. Yes. Right now, the Fed has indicated that they're going to raise rates 5 more times in the next 2 years. But their job is to make sure that inflation doesn't go above 2%. So with those 5 rate increases, what's going to happen is that we're going to see growth slow down a little bit, which then will keep interest rates in check. My personal opinion is that we've seen the highs off the year. The highs of the year, we were up at 4 7/8 on a 30-year fixed about 4 weeks ago, and we're back down to about 4.6, 4.5. That's a 30-year fixed with no points. That's still not bad, historically speaking, right?
Right.
So Amazon made huge news 2 weeks ago when they announced that they're going to get into the mortgage arena. Most of my colleagues said, whoa, this is crazy. We're all going to lose our jobs. I said, no. Cornerstone's already offering the rock bottom rates. See, we're a lender as well as a broker, so we can set our own rates so that if somebody comes to me with a competitor's loan estimate, I say, hey, you know what? We're going to make it. We're shaving off anything that the company was going to make. I want that loan. And that's the benefit of being a correspondent lender, is that we can set our own rates. So when Amazon announced that they were going to be starting a IC insured and they're going to be lending in the mortgage arena, people started running for the hills. I welcome it. I welcome healthy competition because, Cornerstone is not in to just make money. We are in to service our clients, to have clients come back and give them the best deals out there. I've been in the industry for 22 years, and I worked at multiple companies before I started Cornerstone, and I just saw a need for an ethics-driven mortgage company. And I started my company out of my 1-bedroom condo, and we have just survived the storm. We are the rock. We are built on the rock, I should say, and Cornerstone's not going anywhere. And we've been around. We've worked with you, John, your listeners, and it's just been a really healthy relationship, helping people that didn't think they could get into a home. Well, guess what? There's many people out there that right now are homeowners that didn't think they could, or people that didn't think they could save $300, $500, $700 a month, whether it's veterans, firefighters, or whoever, calling us, and we're able to get them a loan when other mortgage companies couldn't.
I tell you what, that's the bottom line, is calling Mark Livingstone or Cornerstone first, because he can get the job done. And many times, look, a lot of people went through a tough time during the recession, 2008, 2009. They lost their job, or their overtime got cut back, or one of their spouses lost a job and they got into debt, got behind on payments. You know what? It affected about 1/3 of the country's credit, right? So if your credit is bad based on the recession, you're 1 out of 3 people. 1 out of 3 it affected negatively their credit, and it had some impact on half, all right? So it's a big number. You're not alone. Where Mark is here to help you, 202-625-1221.
Just want to let your listeners know that we, Cornerstone First Financial, we have what's called the Hometown Heroes program. So we are affiliated with a real estate company. So if anyone out there is looking to buy or sell their home and they're a hometown hero, and a hometown hero is a teacher, a firefighter, a police officer, or a veteran, active or not, you will get 20% of the real estate commission back at closing, whether you're buying or selling. And if you do a loan with Cornerstone and you're a hometown hero, we will pay for your appraisal up to $500. And today, just because I'm on the radio, Even if you're not a hometown hero, we'll pay for your appraisal. If you call today and say, hey, I heard Mark talking to John, I want to do a loan, we will pay for your appraisal up to $500. But if you're a hometown hero, that is into perpetuity. Okay,
like perpetuity.
I like that word too.
That means forever.
Yes, exactly. So we will pay for your appraisal, and you get 20% back if you are a hometown hero and use our real estate company. That's for John Fredericks listeners. So give us a call at 202-625-1221.
You love to give away money.
I do.
You're like Santa Claus. You come on my show, you give things away.
Well, we are a for-profit company,
Christmas.
Obviously, but at the same time,
you take care
of the customers, and then the customers take care of you.
I love that attitude.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why we love having you on our show, and that's why you're an FOJ, friend of John.
I like that.
There's not a lot of them out there, but those that are, well, they get lifetime what was your word?
Perpetuity.
Perpetuitous good treatment.
Yes,
FOJ. Yes. The time to refire houses now, because if you don't, rates are going to continue to go up and up and up and up. It is a mathematical certainty. They have to do it. And in order to take advantage of this right now, you want to do a refi, you want to get a new mortgage, you want to pay down all this crazy debt. You got this new tax bill where you can't take the interest off it. Do it. Call Mark Livingstone and his team today. They're going to get it done. 202-625-1221, 202-625-1221. Mark, you got a minute and a half. Why should people call you up today?
Because we guarantee we'll beat any competitor out there, or we'll pay your mortgage for an entire year. That's right. If you're already working with somebody, use us as a sounding board to make sure you're getting the best deal. Call one of our licensed loan officers standing by right now and just say, hey, I'm working with someone else. This is what I got. Can you beat it? And we're going to pay for your appraisal if you say you heard me on the radio today. If you're a hometown hero, we'll pay for your appraisal today, tomorrow, and all week and next week. And we have the absolute lowest rates, lowest closing costs. That's how I built the company, and that's how we are still surviving through the real estate implosion. We have been, 1991, I started out of my one-bedroom condo built on ethics, built on just really giving the customer the service that I saw that people that don't know what they're doing deserve and want. If I was refinancing my mother, I would want her to have the service of Cornerstone First Financial. And I'm just saying, the John Fredericks listeners, we love speaking and working with them. Give us a call. We'll guarantee lowest rates, lowest closing costs. Even if you don't think you qualify, your home might have appreciated. Maybe your credit got better. Maybe we can help you get your credit better. Give us a call at 202-625-1221. 202-625-1221, or online at cornerstonefirst.com, or on Twitter at cornerstone1st. How's that?
I love it. Cornerstonefirst.com. Mark Livingstone, great to see you. 202-625-1221.